Hello and welcome back to day 5 of our cruise. Today we are still in Greece in Kefalonia. If it's as any good as Corfu was yesterday, I already know we're going to have an amazing day. And let's jump right into it. Off to breakfast. Welcome to Kefalonia. Kefalonia is a small island off of the west of Greece. And as you can see here, it is absolutely stunning. Most of our day today was spent on this tour bus, which I think was a really good way to get around the island. And we had this incredible tour guide who had incredible knowledge of the history and locations on this island. And just in general, Kefalonia has to be one of the most amazing places I've ever seen. And at this point, I had only just got off the boat. So enjoy these lovely cinematic shots of Kefalonia.
And on the right, you can see the cemetery of Argostoli. Tell you something funny, people who live in Lixouri have a conflict with the people who live in Argostoli. So this conflict is still on. And this was when the Libro d'Oro was introduced here in the island, which was a huge book with all the names of the wealthy and important families.
And overlooking this amazing scenic view, I have my picture of Donkey for the day. But we all know that Donkey is more dazzling than this view. Just look at him. I'm also starting to leave some stickers in places, as is my new tradition. After a while of travelling, we eventually ended up in the Melisani caves, and we got given these little cards just so we wouldn't get lost on our tour group. So this cave in Kefalonia is actually quite famous, and so we had a little boat ride through the cave, and it really does put some of the other things I've seen to shame. Like, it is absolutely phenomenal, but also like really hard to convey just on camera because it doesn't capture just how amazing this looks. And also the water was so clear that you could just sort of see your reflection in it and see all the way to the bottom, which is just crazy in general, like how clear the water was. And then this shot right here is my absolute favorite. The reason this cave is so famous is because you can see the hole in the ceiling, which gives a really cool view, and that is the result of a cave-in, as you can see all of the debris around, but it looks amazing. After we finished in the caves, we drove down the road a little to this little town. I've forgotten the name, I apologise for that, but I really enjoyed it here. But they definitely had some interesting souvenirs, to say the least. I've had to cut half of that out because, yeah. And also, DOS! I also had some incredible watermelon sorbet, which is obviously a deviation from my norm, but it was amazing. Mango sorbet still on top.
We have time. And when you finish with the cave and you come back up, just try to get stalactite, the biggest of all. We call that stalactite the throne.
Then, after a short drive, we end up at the Dorogati cave. I probably butchered that, but oh well. Unlike the last one, this was a walking cave, so we could walk through it rather than get a boat. But it was, you know what? I'll just let you see for yourself.
Excuse me, get my video.
Honestly, I was lost for words with this cave. I mean, just look at it. Stalagmites and stalactites, like, were coming out the walls, on the roof, coming out the floor. It was just breathtaking. And if you have any interest in, like, seeing a cave, this was the place to go.
Keep going.
Right, enough of me being mature. Here's me being immature. Hee. And we have our Fanta for today, and this one tasted very orangey, I guess to say. And there is a reason for that, and that is because Greece uses less artificial things to make their Fanta. So it was less of an orange impression and more of an actual orange taste. It was really good though.
No luck, so I keep on trying. And Saint Gerasimos was born in 1506, and when he came here to this island, he initially stayed at a cave near Argostoli.
After a long day of travelling around, we are now back on the boat.
Moving over to dinner now. For dinner today, I had some tomato soup because I was feeling basic, but ate it before I could record what it looked like because I'm a fat ass. Here I had some steak and vegetables, which was just amazing. It probably had a fancy name, but I can't say it nor remember it anyway. Dessert was a little different today, as I had one of the multi-layered mousse cakes, with sorbet, of course, because sorbet. And that there was also 10 out of 10, have no complaints.
And that there is the end of day 5 in Kefalonia. Today was an incredible day, as we saw 2 of the caves, names I'll put here because I always forget, and those were some really nice caves. Constant 18 degrees, as in UK they are 11, which is quite interesting. But
the video died here, but I will record over it. You get editing me. But we are in Cantina tomorrow with the legendary Mount Etna, and we will see you tomorrow.